This is KRok Cast, the podcast where music and perspectives collide.
I'm Anne, a music lover who's the ultimate fan.
And I'm Kelly, a professional musician. Join us as we dive into the world of the Rose and other Korean and Asian rock bands.
Sometimes we'll agree, sometimes we'll wildly disagree, but what's guaranteed is a passionate, hilarious, and unfiltered conversation about the music that unites us and the bands that inspire us.
On today's show,
Hi, everybody. We're back. We are back with a new special series that Kelly and I are starting called KRok Recommends. So, listeners and viewers, you're probably familiar with our second Instagram account that Kelly manages called at KRok Recommends. And she's been curating this amazing group of new artists of all different genres. As we kind of started in the podcast, Kelly would come and talk about a couple new artists that she would find. And all of you seem to really love that kind of like artist recommendation series that we just were popping into these episodes. I know, Kelly, we've had a lot of our listeners tell us they discovered new artists through your recommendations, which is so incredible. Thank you for all of your great work to research new artists and find new artists to bring to our listeners. So what we kind of wanted to do through feedback, I think, from all of you to keep our episodes maybe a little bit shorter, we're going to focus the deep dives on the deep dives and the artists, and then have these maybe monthly, we're thinking.
Yeah, I think so.
Kelly, coming out. Yeah, just give you an opportunity to highlight a few artists. So why don't you kick us off with our first artist on today's episode?
So our first artist is Hongza, and Hongza is amazing. He is a British Vietnamese artist from London, and I adore his work. It is shoegaze indie, and it is tinged with melancholy, with a little bit of goth on the side. Honestly, listening to him is just fantastic. He has the most amazing way of singing. He has this sort of aching longing in his voice, and he really knows how to use it, which is so nice. So Hongza, aka Sam Hong, is possibly one of the best acts on the British scene at the moment. He's just completed a UK tour. In fact, I think he did his last gig last night, and we're recording this on the 20th. Yeah, we're recording this on the 23rd of November. So I'm hoping that he's back out touring again next year, because I want to go and try and catch him if I can. He's become a little bit of a darling with some of the music musos out there. Zane Lowe adores him. So if anybody listens to Apple Podcasts and Zane Lowe's show on there, he really likes him.
Lowe.
Yeah, exactly. Glastonbury adore him. They sing his praises like nobody's business. And he's frequently been gracing all of the best sort of Spotify playlists that are out there at the moment. So if you like indie, he's your guy. He really is. Think Smashing Pumpkins if they married The Cure and then they had a honeymoon on the foggy moors. It's that level. It's just
I love that.
gorgeous.
Oh my God, I love that description.
It's
When you sent him to me and you were like, Anne, you have to listen to this because, once you recommended Francis Doom, I fell in love with his music. And you said it was very kind of similar genre. I guess it's that shoegaze
melancholy.
indie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is. I really like it. I really like it a lot.
And of course, being a Brit, you've got to crank up the miserablest every now and again. So he does that in bucket loads. It's so good. And he's like, his music's really atmospheric. It's beautiful. It's ethereal. There's just something about it. I mean, I remember the first track I listened to and it was like, this has got that feeling of like 1979 to it. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. And I just became hooked right then and there. So he's got this, I don't even really know how to describe it. He's got this way of doing like this pop rock delivery. It's not heavy, it's not hard, but he doesn't shy away from hard topics. He's not
Mm.
frightened of talking
Yeah.
about exclusionism. He's not frightened about talking about race. He's not frightened about talking about depression and everything else. He'll put it in there. He'll talk about it, but he talks about it in this really lush way. And like his lyrics are delivered in this like almost confessional manner. It's so
Mm.
beautiful. It's so well done. And
Yeah.
then he just dives into his psyche and he questions his identity and desire because, I mean, us Brits, we're all, everybody thinks that, stiff upper lip and all that. No, we're not. We're very different behind closed doors. And yeah, he gets it in there, bless him. And then there's this emotional
Mm.
resonance with everything he does, which is
Yeah.
fantastic. So I would,
Yeah, I think I've kind of said this before, like I resonate very heavily with music that has that
mm,
kind of resonance to it and lyrics that
yeah,
are deep like that. So, I mean, but I love my, shallow pop. I also love that. So I won't say that I only listen to this kind of music, but
mm,
I feel like that kind of music just pulls you in. It's
yeah.
very much telling that human experience, that human story in a very like relatable
I
way.
I tend to find that if I listen to him and then I just put it on in the background and then like 3 hours later it's still playing and I'm like, I haven't
Mm.
changed to a different artist, which for me, being like
Mhm.
semi ADHD and I hop all over the place, but no, seriously, I can listen to him and it soothes some form of savage beast. That's all
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. So I would say to everybody, if you check it out, She Changes the Weather, which is a beautiful song. That's fantastic and gives you an idea of like where he is musically. And then his new single, The Noise. Oh my God, that is fantastic. It's so good. So you'll see me championing him a lot on
Mm.
KRok Recommends. Go and listen to the man. He is so good.
Yeah.
He's so, so good.
Yeah, tell us listeners and viewers then, check out Hongza's music. Let us know what you think. And I'm sure we're going to be talking about his music more, Kelly, as we
We
do
will.
future
Yes.
episodes. Maybe a deep dive. Maybe we
Yes.
could get him on for an interview. You never
Poss-
know. So we'll see.
Possibly.
We shall see.
We shall.
Tell us about your second artist.
Right, so this is a complete change. This is a complete change. So as we know, as I've just described, I'm a little eclectic. So this is SiM, and SiM are from Japan, and I absolutely love them. They are one of my favourite metalcore bands. I love them. The fact that I've just said metalcore, and Anne's like,
So nothing against Sim. Nothing against their music. Just maybe my not taste.
possibly not,
It's okay.
possibly not,
It's okay. That's why
possibly
you're
not.
here. That's why we have you in this duo.
However,
You know,
I'm
we
saying
balance each other out.
exactly. I'm saying metalcore, but honestly, these guys have these huge, huge fat pop hooks. So even if you don't like metalcore, you sat there going, "Woo!" You just get going with it. Honestly, I love them. They're brilliant. So SIM stands for Silence Is Mine, and they formed in 2004. So they've been around for a long
Oh, we've been
time.
around a while.
They've been
Mhm.
around a long, long, long time. And they've just been making this glorious noise ever since. It's the only way I can describe it. They're great. They blend the most insane mix of music. Now this is where I say they're metalcore, but actually they blend everything together. So it's new metal, alternative, hip hop, reggae, dub, and
Mm.
punk. So they throw
Wow, that is a blend of a lot
everything
of
in it.
genres.
Everything. Kitchen sink, it's going in as well. So we have Mar on vocals, Show Hate on guitar. I mean, come on, metalcore band. You've got to have a name like that. Sin on bass and Godry on drums. So if
Show
you're
hate. I love that.
show hate is
I
amazing. I
kind of
mean,
like Sin. Like that's a pretty badass bassist name
it
too.
is, but I mean, we've got Sinister Gates and people like that. It's not really a new thing to call yourself Sin. I can think of several bands where,
Okay, so it's not as
yeah,
original as Show
yeah,
Hate, I
it's not
guess.
quite as original as you think it's going to be perfectly honest. So if you're a little bit of a nerd like me, you will know them if you watch Attack on Titan. They were in the
Mm,
final season, part two, and they actually reached number one
mm.
on the Billboard Hot Hard Rock Song Chart as well with this.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Congrats to them. That's major. And Attack on
major.
Titan is a major anime. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
That's a huge
seriously.
honor.
Oh yeah. I mean, seriously, the guys. When I say they're good, it's not just me going. I have weird eclectic tastes, and here you go,
Yeah.
you all can listen to it. No, I mean these guys are seriously the bomb. They're amazing. They were also used as the opening theme music to Shineki as well on Shineki Bahamut, the Genesis anime as well, and
Mm,
Shineki no Bahamut Virgin Soul. So if you're into your anime, you've definitely heard of these guys.
mm,
They've, as I said, been around for a while, but they do seep into Japanese culture all over the place. Now, one of the reasons I fell in love with them is they remind me so much of one of my favourite acts out of Wales. We're a band called Dub War, who are a metal
mm,
reggae dub band, and Benji is a legend. Everybody in the UK loves Benji. So, obviously not KRok related, but if you like a bit of reggae, have a listen to Dub War as well, because I can honestly say you'll love those. These guys have actually sold out the Nippon Budokan, and they've appeared at the Ozfest as well in the
mm.
US.
That's
So I mean,
huge.
that's huge. They've got a decent following in the US and in Europe as well, and they're not frightened of going out and just sort of getting on stage and just throwing themselves out into any audience.
Mm,
They're just so good. They're really good live as well, which is because sometimes you'll watch a metal band and you'll just have all this noise, but it's just like this precision thing, and they're just sort of stood there playing, and you're like, oh my god, I'm bored rigid. These guys just have fun and they throw themselves at it. So
mm. I
circle
love
pits
that.
galore. Yeah, I mean they're amazing. Absolutely love it. So I would suggest check out The Rumbling and my absolute favorite, Kiss of Death, which is from the
Mm.
2013 album Play Dead. I mean, it sounds terrible, but honestly, trust me, it is a fantastic song.
You know what, Kelly? I feel like somehow in this relationship, for the first time in my life, with being friends with you, I may end up in a mosh pit.
Don't you
Who
worry,
knows?
girl. You're going in.
Who would
We'll
have
get
ever
you
thought
crowd
that?
surfing. We'll get you crowd surfing.
And in a mosh pit. But hey, I feel like that could be in my future.
I think it will be, don't worry.
I love it. I love it. Well, check out SiM as well, listeners and viewers. Again, tell us in the comments if you're already fans of these artists. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments on these artists as well. Thank you so much, Kelly. And we'll be back in the next episode for more KRok Recommends. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.